everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but we commonly call ourselves EPI for short, so you will hear me call us EPI throughout this presentation. Before we get started today, EPI wants to thank all of the teachers joining us this week for the work that they do all around the world. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week, everyone. My name is Jessica, and I work as a content specialist for EPI. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working with EPI, I taught English at the community college level, and I'm very excited to have a job that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today I will be talking to you about EPI and what we do and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have regarding EPI and our process. You can ask us questions in the comment box, and we will answer them at the end of our presentation. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those questions should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. Today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope that you will understand the mission of EPI and know the benefits of EPI both in program and after you leave the U.S. We also will be answering any questions that you have about the EPI program. So the first question that most people have is, what is EPI? You can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, EPI is a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers into the U.S. to teach. Officially, EPI is designated by the U.S. Department of State as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We have become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers around the world to come to the U.S. to teach. Teachers in our program are currently teaching in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our office is in North Carolina, which is about where that arrow is on the map there. Where is everyone else from? You can let us know in the comments. We would love to know. To understand the importance of U.S. cultural exchange, you may want to know more about the history of cultural exchange in the United States. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the U.S. was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening U.S. international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You're probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright program, he developed and passed the Fulbright-Hays Act of 1961. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries by means of educational and cultural exchange in order to strengthen the ties which unite us with other nations. The Fulbright-Hays Act led to the creation of cultural exchange programs across the U.S., including EPI. If you have been on our website, you have probably seen this definition for EPI. Educational Partners International is a J-1 visa visitor exchange program authorized to sponsor teachers for K-12 placements in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. But what does that actually mean? Well, as we've already stated, it means that we offer cultural exchange opportunities for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the U.S. to share their culture and then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the U.S. Our program is a 3-year program. After those 3 years, you could possibly apply for an extension of up to 2 years, which means that the longest that you will stay in the United States with us is 5 years. Because you will have a J-1 visa, after you have finished our program, you will return to your home country for 2 years. Those 2 years where you go back home are important because that is where you are really going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the U.S. to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning home and sharing your experience in the United States with other people in your home country. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and then to take United States culture back home with you is really what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So what does that kind of cultural exchange look like? Well, as a teacher with EPI, you will create projects and events to help share some of your culture with students and teachers in the U.S. Today we have a couple of examples of projects our teachers have done in the past. This is an activity one of our Jamaican teachers organized for her students. For the activity, students in Rochelle's previous school in Jamaica organized a presentation on Jamaican culture, including national symbols, food, music, and national heroes. They then shared this presentation with her American students over a Skype call. Here is an event hosted by one of our Filipino teachers. She made a traditional festival float to display outside her classroom. She also shared traditional foods and crafts. Several of our Spanish immersion teachers organized a family Zumba night for members of their community to join and have a fun night of dancing. We also have a video of Claudia, one of our Spanish immersion teachers from Mexico, describing one of her cultural exchange projects and the effects that it had on her community. Here is Claudia's experience with cultural exchange in the U.S.
Today is May 10. May 10 in Mexico, it's a really big celebration. It's Mother's Day, and for us, mothers are like the base of the family. So at school, what I try to do is just to share my culture and share the way we celebrate in Mexico here. The kids were really excited. They were happy to be able to sing to their moms. They were happy to be able to express their feelings. And for the American moms, they can learn about our culture, the way that we celebrate. I think every single mom like and enjoy this event.
So as you can see, we provide many opportunities for you to share your culture with your school here in the United States. And there are many different ways that you can do this. You will have the ability to find what you are really passionate about and share that with your students. Now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about the benefits you get from participating in our program. As we keep talking about, the most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences, experience life in the United States, and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with your students that they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you also have the opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world, not just in your home country. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is personal and professional support for you during your time here in the United States. We think teacher support is a major part of this whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you arrive in the U.S. Let's talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. EPI's support program is an area of pride for us as a cultural exchange program. As soon as you are placed in a school, One of our dedicated and trained teacher support specialists will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the U.S. The relationship between you and your teacher support specialist is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI program member. Should you need help of any kind while you are in the U.S., our teacher support specialists are ready to help. In addition to our teacher support specialists, we offer instructional support. Our team of instructional support specialists are education professionals who are familiar with the expectations of U.S. schools, and they can help with any issue that you have in the classroom. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated in doing all we can to help you deliver it. EPI is a program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you will have while in the U.S. is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught students from multiple countries all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life-changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher or person that you were before you came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. Before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here is what some of our teachers have said about their time in the United States. Ming from China says, working with EPI has been an amazing experience for my professional life and career. EPI team is very efficient, responsive, friendly, and professional from recruitment, placement, orientation, and so on. I feel lucky and honored to work with the EPI team during my teaching adventure in the United States. Mauricio from Colombia says, EPI has walked beside me in every process and are always willing to help. I really feel happy to be a part of this program. This is an academic, professional, and personal adventure that international teachers can't miss. We also have a video from Ludmilla from the Philippines sharing her story. After this brief video, we will be answering your questions in a live question and answer session. This is what Ludmilla says about her experience with EPI.
I've been with EPI for 2 years now. I joined them in 2015, and I could still remember the first year that I got there. The community was very supportive. It's not only the school, but also some of the churches. They come together to help me put out my house. They put together furnitures. And I remember when I moved in, our district superintendent was even there to put up the bed that he gave my daughter. So the feel of Southern hospitality is really there, and I got to feel what Southern hospitality really is. And I don't feel that I'm different from my colleagues, because the school where I'm teaching right now, it has a familial culture. Basically, it's the same as the culture of the school where I came from. So I must say I'm very grateful for EPI, because it was a perfect match.
To hear more from our teachers, visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher stories on our website, teachwithepi.com. Now it's time for questions. I will be answering any questions that you have left in the comments, so if you have not yet submitted your questions, ask them now. Also, we encourage you to tell us about yourself. We would love to know where you are from and what you are currently teaching. It looks like we have already heard from teachers from England, Brazil, Colombia, the Philippines, Jamaica, and Mexico today. So our first question is, do you have an application fee? So no, we do not have an application fee. There are some documents that you will need for the application, such as the criminal record check, which will require money, but we do not take an application fee. Our next question is, what grade levels are you looking for? EPI places teachers in American grades kindergarten through 12th grade, and those are approximately ages 5 to 18. Our next question today is, can my family come too? Yes, we do sponsor J2 visas. You may need to consider whether or not you can financially support your family in the United States, but we are always happy to support a J2 visa. For our next question, someone asks how to apply. This is our most common question. To apply, you go to teachwithepi.com. You scroll down until you see the big orange button that says click here to apply. Then you're going to answer some questions about your eligibility and start your application with your email address. Our next question is, what is the age limit? So there is no age limit in being with EPI. Regardless of your age, you can start your application on our website, teachwithepi.com. Do I need a driver's license? No, a driver's license is not a requirement for the EPI program. If you want to be placed in a rural area, you might need a driver's license because there won't be very many public transportation systems, but you can be a teacher with EPI and not have a driver's license. Okay, so our last question for today is, what subjects are you looking for? We are currently accepting applications for all subjects. Regardless of what you teach, you can start your application at teachwithepi.com. So that's our last question for today. If you did not get to ask your question, go ahead and leave it in the comments. We will answer all remaining questions in the comments after the presentation. So now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? Here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree. They must have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience. They must be currently teaching, and they must have advanced English skills. So if that sounds like it applies to you, apply at teachwithepi.com. As you can see in the video, the first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com/teachers. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says click here to apply. Then you will answer some questions about your eligibility and click the submit button. After you answer the questions, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. If you have already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates on your status. In closing, I would like to share this quote from J. William Fulbright that I feel illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. We must try to expand the boundaries of human wisdom, empathy, and perception, and there is no way of doing that except through education. Much like Fulbright talks about here, at EPI we hope to expand the understanding of U.S. students by giving them the opportunity to learn from teachers like you. That's all for today, everybody. If you are interested in viewing our previous webinars or signing up for upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear more about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. On behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us today and have a great day.